Hi, I'm Sero, and this is my Twitch stream, seroRPG, because I'm Sero and I like to do roleplay games. And occasionally I'll roleplay game with other people. That doesn't quite sound right, but you know what I mean. Anyway, today we will be playing a Monster of the Week one shot that was heavily inspired by the book series and TV show Animorphs. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that. But there we go. I I was aware of it. I've just never read or watched it, so that's why I'm playing the mundane character who knows nothing. Uh, anyway, I'll just quickly run around and introduce everyone. You know who I am, but what about Jason? Jason, who are you, and what do you want to plug?
Hello, everyone. My breakfast came late, so that's what I'm going to be eating for a little bit. But hey, I'm Jason. I am the everything man for Streamster of the Week and Memester of the Week. Memester of the Week is our Monster of the Week TTRPG podcast, following some very weird people as they uncover secrets and mysteries about themselves and the world. And Streamster is where we hang out and play spooky games sometimes.
Awesome. And we also have Mr. Ray, who has been here before many times and probably will be here again. Mr. Ray, welcome back.
Hi, I'm Mr. Ray. I am the keeper and dashingly handsome host of $2 Creature Feature. No, I'm kidding. Most of my looks went into my voice. It's a curse. I've got a face for radio. But yeah, I'm with $2 Creature Feature, and I also make games. You can find that on. I don't know if we have it in the link or not, but
Yeah, I just can't remember what the thing is. We'll try Ray. Yep, that worked.
yep, there we go. Yep. So there's some weird fun games in there where we do stuff like if a collection of Owen Wilsons from the multiverse came together to save the world, you can play Apocalypse. Wow.
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 This
Awesome.
can loop forever.
You
It
can.
Yeah.
And they're all very reasonably priced and also lots of fun.
hmm
And we also have River joining us. Hi, River. Thanks for being on stream.
Hi. Thanks for having me. I currently don't have anything to plug for myself. I'm thinking about maybe doing a casual Stardew stream, like actual casual play, and just talking with folks. So if anybody's interested in that, I don't know, sound off in the comments. That would be kind of awesome. Aside from that, of course, I have to plug, you know, listen to Memester. Memester is wonderful. Listen to $2. It is hands down one of my favorite podcasts of all time. And, if you like what you see here and if you're enjoying it, just keep an eye on Jason and Ray's streams, their feeds and everything. They seem to like me. They keep inviting me to play games with them and shit. So, if you just pay attention to their feeds, you'll probably see me pop up sooner or later.
Is that a promise or a threat?
Yes.
Awesome.
Eventually.
Okay. It looks like we already have some people influencing the game. We have oh wow. Jay, I got a -1 to a roll already. I mean,
It's okay. I got your
I'm not
-1.
surprised. And we got a +1 from Jay as well for Mr. Ray's character Michael. Holy shit, Dixon just tipped us $40. How's that broken down, Dixon? Please let us know. And thanks to Jay for 100 bits as well. Yeah. Well, Dixon's writing out how he's dividing that one. Oh, you left a note? Oh, I have to look. Okay. Gotta find it.
What do we do for Dixon's 40? Like, do I show Nip? Will we get demonetized if I show Nip?
You can't show
No.
nip on
Okay, I
terms
can't
of
show.
service of Twitch is no what's it? Forward presenting
Well,
nipples or something? Maybe side on nipples.
That's a very specific. No forward presenting nipples.
Right?
Side presenting are just fine.
Yeah, Tumblr's language was no female presenting nipples. So, like,
maybe they're trying to be more inclusive about their censorship.
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Oh, We got one luck
Nice.
each with an extra luck for me. Yeah, thank you,
Ooh,
Dixon.
okay.
Oh,
So
hey.
kind of you. Is it because
Hey,
it's my
Great.
birthday?
sweet. So that means we have 3
Oh,
luck now.
Yeah, so generally everyone starts with 2 luck in a one shot that I run, and so Sero has 4.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's
And
it
I'm the
like
mundane,
being
so I get
invincible?
fun luck.
Oh,
Okay,
What's it
let's
like
hand it
knowing you're never
over.
going to die?
Yeah, I'm never gonna die. I'm the lovable
Same as every other day of my
mundane.
week. I can't die, silly.
Not
It's not
today,
possible.
Death.
It's
It's
never
not.
happened before, and it will never happen.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, Jason, should
YOLO
we
is only
hand?
for people who accept it. Sorry.
Jason, take it away.
Yeah, man, I can do bits all day. Like,
Right?
we need
That's
some
just what we're going to do.
guidance.
Bit stream. Just us just practicing our group improv. Just,
Yeah,
Give
yeah.
bits for bits. There you go,
bits
audience.
for bits. There we go.
Bits for bits.
That's the title of the improv comedy Twitch stream.
Awesome. All right, Jason, stop eating for a while and take us away.
I just pick up another sandwich. A third sandwich appears. No, hey,
hey, you
how
know
are
what?
you?
Thank you, Jay. Thank you. I love you too, man.
Excellent. I love that you guys have already had a lot of luck thrown your way and then also taken away from you. Hello, sir. Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about. I've gotten a +1. Kitty!
there he is.
Teddy.
So we see the sun-drenched areas of Southern California. I think we're gonna be in round about Pasadena.
You
And
just had to pick my like literal birthplace, didn't you?
hey man, they called shot. Um and I think we see a kind of worn down vehicle from the road uh wandering wandering into town, and I want to go over to Mr. William Banger. What are you guys doing? Who's traveling with you today?
Well, I am traveling with my companion, Michael. I think we met probably a few years back. Realized we had similar goals and chose to align ourselves. What time of year is it? Just curious.
Late summer.
Late summer? Ugh. So I think probably we've stopped someplace to let the car cool down a little bit. It is probably more than time to buy a new one, but we're not sure. Um, we're not sure what dealerships we can trust. So, for the time being, we are just we're taking a break. We're letting the car sit and cool down. I don't know, Michael, do you eat?
If it'll make you feel better, I can eat.
Cool, great.
I can also smoke too, see? And just pulls out a cigarette and puts it in his mouth and lights it, and it just looks super fucking cool. But
Smoking
Okay,
is
amazingly,
not
he doesn't
cool,
blow out
kid.
smoke.
okay, you know that messes with my asthma. Please put that out.
Okay. And he looks around and then he just puts it out in his hand.
Okay. Um, let's see. So I guess for stopping in Pasadena, do we have a lead on anything, Jason? Are we? You've asked me to imagine myself going into one of my least favorite places in the world.
So why are you doing it?
Yes.
I think recently you haven't heard a whole lot about anything. We'll make this a luck check. So just roll 2d6 flat, and we'll see
Alright.
how that rolls for you.
2d6 plus 1 because we got the luck.
You
So
do
it's
have the
3.
luck, yeah.
Eesh. Well, that's a 7.
7. Okay, so I think that recently you haven't been hearing a whole lot about your preferred prey and
Mhm.
what you're generally looking for. But the last thing that you did hear was that something was going on out west, and there has been some people acting unusually.
Okay. Well, I'm probably consulting a map, trying to determine where it's most likely some of this unusual behavior could go mostly unnoticed. And I mean, Pasadena, Hollywood, it's all in that same area. There's a lot of weirdness out in Hollywood that can be easily hidden by just, that's just how they are in Hollywood.
Showbiz, baby.
Showbiz. So, um, I don't know, I guess I want to roll Trust Your Gut.
Okay.
That is for folks paying attention at home, I took the alternate weird move, Trust Your Gut, because use magic just doesn't seem quite right for this guy.
Don't forget you have a -1.
Yeah. That's a 5.
Mm.
Ouch. My
Thanks, Jay.
instincts lead me into danger. Thank you, Jay.
I mean, to be fair, you were going to fuck up anyway, because -1 was a 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least we got it out of the way.
Your instincts lead you into danger. So, I think as you said that you were pulled over like on the side of the road? Or in
Yeah, I
like a
think in the parking lot for a restaurant. I was probably going to get a bite to eat before we moved along.
Mhm.
Let's be
What's
real.
the name
In
of
and
that
out.
restaurant?
In and out.
In-N-Out Burger?
Yeah.
Fair. I think as you're in this uh we see this like long stretch of highway moving into Pasadena, and very few like stops on it. And you pull into this in and out to just kind of take a breather, let the car rest for a bit, because it's been running too long and too hard. And as you're returning from getting your order, you look out, and like just kind of plastered above the highway, you see a billboard sign that has been advertising, and it's advertising a new group that's rising up called The Gathering. And it is this picture of like happy, mostly white people, but they have a couple of minorities flavored in there. But it's one of those situations that you're like, yes, this is definitely something that they were like forced to do by their agency and not something that they intended to do initially. It's not
Yeah.
because they are a group of diverse people who want a lot of diverse people to be there.
Hey,
Um,
look, a church.
hey, look at church.
I was going to say,
Uh,
this sounds a lot like the Harvest Festival that happens down there.
mhm. And so yeah, you see a sign for some. Pumpkin was just biting my arm. Freak. Um, you see a advertisement for a place called The Gathering, and the like captioning, the subtitling, uh, says a place where you can be more than family. And
Okay.
I think with that knowledge and information, we're going to shift over to B. B, where are you?
Well, B is in her Uber car,
Hmm.
because she drives for Uber. So I guess it's a Prius or something. 'Cause they're usually electric here, at least. Um, and I've just managed to close the boot of my car, the trunk, after just throwing some more stuff in there. And I've just taken a break, been to the bathroom, waiting for the next, Uber client. I don't know what they're called. How often I use Uber, like once. Yeah,
Okay.
checking the phone.
Yeah, I think. Hmm. So, River and Ray, Michael and William, I'm going to use that hard move against you and say that your car doesn't work anymore. It's fully given up the ghost.
Ugh.
And so, just to connect these kinds of things all together pretty quickly, uh, B, you get a notification from Uber for a ride out on the highway towards the entrance to Pasadena.
Ah, sweet, a job. Cool. It's literally just down the road. Okay. Turn
I
on my
told you,
blinker.
whenever we're
Pull
driving,
out.
we should turn on the heater full blast.
That's
It,
that's not how this works.
it prevents overheating. That's what it says in the manual.
I, that sounds fake, man.
It's believe me, it's not. I have built enough of these that I know.
Well, can you
I was on the
rebuild?
line when the first Model T went out.
Okay, well, can your Model T skills get this engine running again?
No, too many computers.
No.
See? So I guess we're just gonna have to be careful, and we're going to have to we're gonna have to take this Uber.
Yeah, so B, you pull up in your Prius.
I
Uh,
nudge Michael and be like, "Yeah, could you fix a Prius?"
I mean, probably, yeah. But
Mm.
Hey, so did you guys call an Uber?
Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, my old car here seems to have just given up on us a bit. We really need to get to this the gathering. Have you heard of that?
Uh, like the churchy thing?
Yeah, I point to the billboard. Yeah, that thing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, sure. Hop on in. Do you got anything else you need to bring? Cause I guess your car died.
Um,
Ran out of petrol,
yeah.
I guess.
No, no, it seems the engine has pretty much died on us. Yeah, no, Michael, let's get our stuff out of the trunk, load it up,
yeah,
and get going. Yeah.
yeah, sure thing.
So
You want to use the trunk? Okay, I'm sure I can make some room.
yeah, we're kind
Um,
of
I,
itinerant. We got a
I
lot of
think Michael goes to the back of the car with you and is like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have anything.
What?
just pretend one of these bags of mine is yours, and I'll pull out a couple of bags. One of them has clothes, one of them has not clothes, and supplies, and we will make our
one
way
of them
over to
has
B's car.
clothes.
Ooh. Maybe some of that could sit on the seat.
Yeah, we can probably keep this with us. You all right with that, Mike?
Sure, just put it on my lap. Oh, I almost forgot. And I think Mike pulls a package of M&Ms out of his hoodie pocket, and he'll give it to William. Right?
Okay.
Oh no. Sero, what's your character's name? I don't have it.
Beatrice. Oh yeah, did I not
Yeah.
introduce myself? Yeah, my name's Beatrice. You can just call me B.
Oh, well, B have some M's, so now you will be boom.
That's funny.
And he'll give you finger guns.
Oh.
The most
Cool.
painful thing a person can say to someone who just made a joke. That's funny.
Oh, right.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Hop in. I'll just look up the place on my phone. I don't know
I'll
where
lean
to
over to
go.
William. I have a good feeling about this.
Yeah. You did great, buddy. Let's go. So yeah, we load up in the car, I guess, and start totally not heading directly into danger.
Being driven by your Uber into danger.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
You've heard of hell in a handbasket.
Hell in a Prius.
I was
Oh,
gonna say hell in a hot rod, but it's not really a hot rod.
Yerk pool in a Prius. It doesn't quite have the same ring.
That's fair. So you guys are moving through Pasadena. I think you go towards like the downtown area where there's just lines and lines of bars and shops and little like tourist trap oddities and things like that. And of course there is a like large uh like neo architecture modern architecture kind of building that has a little sign out front for the gathering. And you are pulling up and making your way here. And as that happens, uh, B, do you have the move driver?
Probably not.
Okay, so that
No.
won't give you any advantages on this, but you're going to want to act under pressure.
Okay. I do have what could go wrong, but I don't know that I'm charging into.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about this.
No. Okay. Act under pressure. And I've got a -1. Thanks, Jay. That's a 9.
It's a 9. Okay, so on a nine, you're going to have something happen. So you can. Let's see. What is going to happen is something is going to run out in front of you. How would you want to react to that?
Not hit it.
Okay, not hit it. You can not hit it, but you're either going to run yourself into a fire hydrant and total the front end of your car, uh, or you are going to swerve further into traffic and possibly put yourself in more danger.
Do I know what it is that ran in front of the car?
As you are pulling up to the gathering from around the corner of the building, you can't quite understand the thing that you're looking at. You see a large green and sharp looking animal the size of like a deer run out from around the building and leap onto the hood of your car, leaving a like solid indent in it, and then jumping away.
Okay. Well, I don't want to destroy my car any further, so I think I would just, instead of not hitting it, since it hit me, I'll be like, the fuck was that? It was a deer-sized Kermit with a knife or something.
Uh, I have Occam's broadsword.
Okay.
When you first encounter something strange, you may ask the keeper what sort of thing it is. They will tell you if it or the cause is natural, an unnatural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. You gain +1 forward to dealing with it.
Okay.
So, does this count?
This is not something that is naturally occurring for you. No.
Okay.
So I think that this qualifies.
Okay. So, all right. Well, I got +1 forward to dealing with it. Can I ask if it's something I recognize?
I would say you would probably remember this. I'm
Okay.
trying to look at the wording for Occam's broadsword real quick.
Yes.
Because that's from the searcher. Yeah,
Yeah, I
this is
tried to
an
make it easy for you.
This is an unnatural creature, and I think you would recognize that, because you saw this when you were a kid. You know that this is a Hork-Bajir.
All right. I think I'm going to immediately just just hit Michael in the shoulder and just be like, "Mike, let's go." Grab my bags, jump out, and I'm going to try to follow the creature.
Okay.
And just quickly shout a "Thanks for the ride" at V and follow the thing. I'll tip in the app.
Let me be alone because it's staying in my car.
Can you pop
I
the
don't
boot,
know what
please?
the fuck
I
you
need to.
just
The boot. But you didn't
Yeah,
put
can you?
anything in the boot.
I thought we put a bag in the boot.
Oh.
No, we were keeping them on our laps, right?
I mean,
okay.
maybe I fit one in there, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in that boot. A lot of junk in the trunk.
I know what that means. Eh?
Ah.
I'm sorry. My friend is getting away, and I really should follow. But it was very nice meeting you. If you're ever in town, we should. Wait, no, this isn't my town. This is your town.
This is my town, yeah.
Yes. Well, take care of yourself and be ever on guard.
So,
For what?
William, you are going to roll act under pressure. This thing has fully ran through Pasadena downtown traffic, and is trying to like make its way into some back alleys. It's trying to
Okay.
get as much distance as quick as possible.
Got it. Oof. All right. I got 0 cool, so that's going to be a flat roll. Come
You've got luck.
on. That's a 7. I'll take it.
Okay, so you want to keep up with this. You are either going to lose something, or you are going to take some harm here.
I'd rather take harm.
Okay. I think as you are moving through and trying to run after this thing, you get clipped by a bicycle that's going by, and you take 1 harm.
All right.
It spins you around, but you are just feverishly running after this creature. And I think this is an excellent moment to tell us, what does William Banger look like as he's running through these alleys?
William is about 6 feet tall. He tries to keep his hair on the shorter side, but you can tell that like he probably only like cuts it once every 6-ish months or so. Probably by himself. It's a kind of a medium brown. He's a little bit, he's tanned from just being out on the road and being exposed to the elements. He's wearing like not quite like chinos, but a little better than jeans, but still kind of casual like slacks. And considering how hot it is, probably just a plain white t-shirt. And yeah, and just like casual tennis shoes. He tries to look kind of generic. Looks
Okay.
a lot like a lot of his clothes have come from the secondhand store.
Okay. Yeah, I think as you are turning this corner, you're caught at the dead end of an alley, and you turn and you see kind of rearing up into at the shoulders, it's about 6 feet, and then the neck elongates up an additional like 3 feet, and this snake-like head uh, comes out. And so you turn and see this like lizard-like creature that has blades protruding from its forearms and its kneecaps and along the spine of its back and forward from its head and out from the sides of its uh out from the sides of its face. Yeah, snake knife moose. Yes.
Mhm.
Uh
Yeah.
and you see this thing like whistle and click and look at you terrified. What are you going to do?
I'm I'm going to hold out my hands and say, "Listen, it's okay. I know what you are. I know I know what you're running from. You don't have I'm not a controller. You don't have to be afraid of me. I'm here to help."
And I think at that we are going to cut back over to B, who is just standing outside their car.
The dents. Who's gonna pay for the dents? Should I have
Uh,
gotten the insurance information? Fuck!
as you are cursing and lamenting over your dent in your vehicle, someone comes out of the gathering building. A couple people come out. A tall white man with slicked back, pale, short blonde hair, and then two other similarly dressed men, black pants, white shirt, black tie. And it's the white short sleeved shirt, which is always just a kind of an odd vibe to me personally. Um, but they come out and they say, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?"
Yes, no recruiting, no habla la gathering religion is.
Oh, no, of course not. We're not a religion either way. Uh, we just wanted. We saw that you were having some trouble. It looked like something hit your car.
Yes, it was a giant deer-sized Kermit with a knife.
Interesting.
It
Wow.
jumped
Yeah.
on
That.
my Prius, and then it ran off, and then the two dudes I was Ubering ran off after it.
Wow. Yeah. That's. Oh my gosh. That must be really traumatic. Maybe you should come inside and have something to drink while we wait for the police to come and take a report.
Sorry, but I'm allergic to Kool-Aid.
We think you should come inside. And these two other people are going to like come and like flank you.
Mm. But I'm on the clock.
Do I see this?
So you were here a second ago when you were talking to B, but also your companion had already run off. So in the interstitial time in between, what would you have liked to do? Do you think you would have gone off after William already, or would you be around to see this?
I would like to see this, but I did say that like I needed to go after William, so I think unfortunately I didn't see this.
Okay. Sorry.
It talked myself out of that one.
Oh boy.
Hello,
I
sir.
blip my car.
Well,
Okay, yeah, these two people are on either side of you and just walk you inside.
I'm gonna lose my afternoon.
I think this, if you go along with this consensually, this will count as what could go wrong. So you will take those benefits.
What is the benefit of what can go wrong? Usually hold
I
to.
think you get a
Oh,
plus
inflict
one
harm,
forward on
reduce harm.
acting in those situations.
Well, you know what? Single female surrounded by dudes. She's not gonna go blip blip. She's gonna set off the car alarm. Woot
Okay.
woot woot!
Ooh.
I just
yes.
completely remembered who my character is, and out will come the stun gun.
Okay. So
The woman
Yes.
says no. She means no.
okay, so you're setting off the car alarm
Yep,
and
attracting
you're
attention.
also going to use your stun gun on one of these people.
Yep.
Okay. Um so is your intention here to do harm to these people, or is your intention to create an opening for you to leave by?
Yes, I leave.
Okay,
Preferably in
that's
my
an act under
Prius.
pressure roll.
Preferably in my Prius. Because of my horde. Act under pressure. And I have a +1. 7.
A 7. Ooh,
I'm not gonna get
just
my
barely.
Prius, am I?
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna keep your Prius. I think very quickly. So the a few things happen very quickly here. You one hand have your key fob. The alarm to your car starts going off, and these men jump. They're surprised by this. You pull out your stun gun, take it, put it into the side of one of these things. They are electrocuted briefly, and you start running. In the process of that, you drop your key fob.
No.
Yeah, I don't think you even realize that you don't have it anymore.
Okay.
Uh, but it gets dropped along the way. You lose that, and you start making your way away. So you've made a break from these people.
Mhm.
Um, do you have a move that assists you with that?
Um, no. But I could oops if I want.
I mean, you could oops, and you could find something.
Yep. You can find new car keys.
Find someone else's car. That's just called stealing. Yeah, no, I don't think that there's
Borrowing.
anything else that's going to benefit you in this moment. So we're gonna let that 7 ride, and you make a break for it and start running through downtown Pasadena. We're going to move over to Mr. Michael Smith. Michael, what are what are you doing? You're going and trying to find William.
Yes.
Do you have any way of knowing where they are?
Well, I would presume, since it was a giant lizard monster running through the streets, that there would be a little bit of a commotion that I could follow.
Okay. Uh, I'll let that roll. Yeah, I'll let that ride. I think you're able to catch up to William shortly after William's small speech about knowing what you are and understanding what's going on. And you come in through the alleyway right behind William as that happens, and you're face to face with a Hork-Bajir.
Oh my giddy aunt. Um, hello there. I am Michael. I am a friend.
Yeah, you hear like a series of whistles and clicks as the Hork-Bajir starts to adapt to the language that you are using. And then it says, Friends, how could I know of friends?
It's never too late to start. This is Michael. I know he looks human, but he's a chi. Have you heard of the chi? Do you know what they are?
The Chi
It's
are dead.
actually pronounced Che.
Che. Sorry, Che. Regardless, statement stands.
I can assure you though, the Che are not dead. We're much more hardy than that.
This is a manipulate someone.
Who's doing the
For
manipulating?
yeah,
The argument could be made either way. I think this character is more suspicious of the claims of a Che continuing to exist. So I think this is going to be on Michael.
Okay. That's unfortunate, but okay.
You have
Uh,
a +1.
yeah, William, you can also
I
help out with
do.
this if
I
it
can.
is on the like cusp of something.
And I might technically have +1 forward to that as well. I'll let you decide if I do, but because of Occam's broadsword.
Yeah, you have +1 forward when dealing with the Hork-Bajir.
Yeah.
I'd count that.
All right, so
I got a 6, so if you could.
Okay, there we go.
let me see if I can help. Come on. That is a 9 to help out.
Okay, so a 9, you increase the level of what's going on by 1, so that bumps it up to a mixed success for Michael, and you're exposed to whatever dangers are associated with it. And so on a mixed success for manipulate someone, for a
They'll
normal,
do it, but I have to do something to show them I'm serious.
yeah, you have to do something right now to show them that the Che are still alive.
Yeah, I think I want to, like, ever so briefly, like almost blink and you'll miss it. Turn off the hologram around my face to show this metallic puppy dog face. And then it blips back into Michael's normal human face.
All I can think of is the like iRobot dog from the mid 90s
Yep,
that could
the
the one that
that's
could
what I've
connect to your iPhone or your your iPod.
that's what I've
Yeah,
always pictured them as.
it has a touchscreen for a face and apps for eyes. Um,
New headcanon.
Plastic ears like flip up and tilts his head.
yeah, I think that this Hork-Bajir is sufficiently shocked and says, "Okay,
Did you come from the gathering? That building is that what I think it is?
yes, that is where the Yerks are gathering their new movement on this planet."
Well, is there some place you were going? Do you have a safe place that you can be? I know.
I'm no.
Yeah, stupid question. I know, but
I think at that moment the Hork-Bajir like coughs a bit, and you see silver silver pieces fall out of its mouth.
Yeah. Is that gonna be read a bad or investigate a mystery?
This is gonna be investigative mystery.
Okay. All right. Let's see. That is 8 plus 2 is 10. Hell yeah.
What do you want to know?
Let's see. I get 2 questions, yes?
Mm-hmm.
All
On
right.
investigate, yeah. 2 on investigate, 3 on read a bad.
All right. Let me find my questions. I'm going to ask, what happened here?
You see these like bits of silver falling out of its mouth. These like silver particulates that almost look like a meat of some kind. And you recognize that whatever happened, this Hork-Bajir ate a yerk.
Oh, God.
Well, that's a new one.
That is. Okay.
You're right. There were meats.
Yerks, we have the meat.
Ew.
Where's the yurts?
Well, I
In the
mean,
yerk sweats.
what sort of creature is it? We just had that answered as well. What was it going to do, or what is being concealed here? I'm gonna go with what is being concealed here.
I think what is being concealed here, you look at the Hork-Bajir's body. Oh, yeah, that'd be a fun thing. You look over the Hork-Bajir's body, and there is something that is different from how you remember it. Because there is an additional band around the base of the neck of the Hork-Bajir that has a small flashing silver light on it.
Like a tracking device?
Maybe.
Let's see. I think I will gesture to the I think I'll gesture to the pile of yerk bits that our friend just coughed up. I'm gonna say, does that have anything to do with your fancy necklace there?
That was SM635. And they are no longer my captor. This is something new they've been using for the past 20 years or so.
What does
What
it
does
do?
it do? Jinx.
If it's not deactivated and it's taken off, I don't survive.
Does it have any safeguards to keep you from just breaking it?
I've seen a lot of people try. It's never gone well for them.
What's happened?
Generally, a lot of fire.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I look to Michael. Sounds like we're gonna have to go in there.
Okay, I'm back. Is there something I can roll to study this?
To study the collar?
Yeah, to see
Uh,
if I can figure out how it works. Because,
sure, that sounds like an investigative mystery to me.
yeah, I was afraid you'd say that. I have a -1 sharp. That's a
You have luck.
6. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm just gonna spin luck on this because I don't want to mess around. I want to get a full success.
Yeah, for sure. What do you want to know?
How does it work?
The collar is made of a material that is not available on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and when it is active, if it is uh, if it is disturbed or attempted to be removed, there is a trigger switch in the material of the collar itself. This collar is like somehow simultaneously the most like dense and durable thing that you've ever seen, and also one of the most flexible. So it adheres to the skin very tightly, but it doesn't offer constraint. But woven into its material uh, are explosives.
Hmm.
And if any of that is disturbed before the current that runs through it is deactivated from its remote signal, those explosives go off.
Hmm. I guess
They've
this isn't.
they've
This.
told us that one of us got free. And they said that we would all pay for that. And then they started using this.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but compared to Pimolite, who are my creators, technology, the Yerks are quite laughable. Um, I want to see if I think I want to spend my other hold to, if you'll permit, I want to figure out a way to like bypass the explosives.
Okay. So the arming of this device works based on a signal that is transmitted to it, right?
Hmm.
Um, I think the only way to like the traditional way to deactivate this device is to deactivate it at the source and say that like okay, the signal is no longer being transmitted to it. What you could do, um and this would be a roll, what you could do is you could find a way to replace that signal.
Okay. Yeah, what would you have me roll for that?
That's a great question. um I mean, my thought is hacker with a dragon tattoo or something like that. But that's not a move that you have.
Yeah.
Um, but it would have to be a role like associated with technology and the use of it, it would have to be something involving Sharp.
Yeah, I was worried you were going to say that. Um,
I mean, you have access to highly advanced technology. It's just how it's going to be used. I don't, and hey, gang, I don't have your character sheets. I can't,
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
say like,
almost
oh,
curious.
maybe somebody else should do this.
I'm
You
almost
got
curious if you'd
mine.
allow, because I've taken, we kind of homebrewed this, but I've taken Jinx instead of kick some
Yeah,
ass because the Che are naturally pacifists.
yeah.
Um, Fun fact: I'm a huge Animorphs nerd. Um, so I was wondering if you might permit me to use Jinx in a way uh, to because one of the options is to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do.
Okay. Yeah, I
If
would
you let
take
me,
Jinx on that.
okay, cool, cool. All right, and that's a toughness roll for me. And guess what? I got a 10 on that.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay,
Yay.
so
So
when you use Jinx, you create 3 hold for yourself on a 10 plus, and that
two
allows
hold.
you to do a 2 hold, and that allows you
Yep.
to do a few things.
Yep. Uh, I would like to interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do. So I
Okay.
want to hamper the Yerk's signal here. And then I want to help a hunter by giving them +1 forward by interfering with the enemy. So I think I just want to like double down that this signal from them no longer works.
Okay. Yeah, I think what happens here when you're like you're using your technology to interfere with the signal from this. And so I think you create an alternative signal emanating from yourself. And so now the caller, mm, yeah, I think what you do is you create a signal from yourself that replaces that signal,
Mm-hmm.
and then now that it is in your control, you deactivate it,
I like
and
that.
you're able to deactivate it safely. And so we see that light fully go out and the collar open up and just fall off of this creature.
You are free now, friend. Tell us, what is your true name?
My name is Rick.
Rick. Oh, so you're an Earthborn Orc-Bajir, I'm guessing.
It's like RHCK.
Oh,
Rick.
oh, oh,
Ah.
pardon. I
Rick.
I cannot see how it's spelled, but that's okay.
It's okay. I recently learned letters. Let's
Well,
move this scene. Uh,
Yeah.
yes.
let's follow B. B, you are running through the streets. You're running through the streets from this group of people. Uh, I want to. What is your intention? Is your intention just getting away from these people?
Yeah, I think that she probably ends up running in the same direction that Michael went.
That's great.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I assume he's a big guy. Well, the other one was a
Now,
big guy. No?
um, to put a face to what Michael looks like, hold on. He looks like Doug Jones.
Oh, so
He looks
toolish.
like yeah,
Toolish and
tall,
spindly.
lanky. Yeah. And
Okay.
he's just wearing a hoodie and cargo jeans.
Cargo jeans.
Uh-huh. They were very
Mm.
popular in the 90s. Old Navy sold a ton.
Yeah, anyway. So she's like, I sort of know people. They went in this direction.
Oh
Why does
boy.
it look like a whole lot of cars piled up around each other? What's going on?
Yeah, I think as you are doing that, you're able to navigate and get around a couple corners, and I think that you hear around the corner of this alley, you hear Michael and William talking up to something with a weird voice that's talking about yerks and being free and hearing something fall to the ground.
I'm like exhausted by this point. I'm not used to running. Thump, thump. What? I'm just help.
I'm going to poke my head around the corner and see our Uber driver.
I'm just
Uh,
dying here.
B, are you okay?
Some men tried to grab me and take me to the Kool-Aid and talk about religion. The
I
short
am
sleeves,
immediately.
and I ran, and now this, and was the thump.
Yeah, I grab you by the arm and pull you back. Actually, no, I'm gonna. Okay, before you come back here, don't freak out. And then I'm gonna grab you by the arm and
What
pull
freak?
you around the corner.
Hi.
I know he looks.
It's
Listen.
What is your insurance information? My car.
I'm sorry about your ship.
What?
Your car.
Landship.
Yeah.
It's a Prius.
You are taking this surprisingly well. Most people don't respond this well to seeing what I know what he looks like. I know what he looks like. I promise. He's probably going to be one of the nicest, most peaceful things you've ever met,
Oh,
in spite of appearances.
so I just thought I'd accidentally had acid this morning. He actually looks like that? For real?
Yeah.
For real?
Yes, he does.
And he's an herbivore. He actually eats tree bark.
Trees? He eats trees?
Tree bark.
Yeah. Tree bark.
Not the whole tree. I guess it's a good distinction.
Also, his name is Rick.
Rick. Hi, Rick.
But spelled differently. Then.
Anyway, you said
R-I-C-K?
you go ahead, Michael. Keep an eye on B here, both of you, and I'm going to peek my head back around and see if I can get a glimpse of white dudes in short shirts, short sleeves, heading down the street.
Yeah, you see some white dudes in short sleeves that are
Okay.
kind of like looking around and trying to not look very suspicious. You heard a car alarm going off in the background a second ago, and then you hear the boop, boop, and it has ceased.
What? Boop boop. Boop boop. My boop boop's gone.
Happens to the best of us.
Normally there's medication for that.
Right? Or surgery. Anyway, is there like A fence? How enclosed is this alley? Would we theoretically be able to maybe jump the fence at the backside and try to put more distance between us and these guys?
I'm gonna make that a luck roll. I was imagining buildings on all sides.
Okay.
That would actually be kind of perfect for at least one of us.
Yeah.
Because Rick's people climb trees, so scaling a building would be like simple.
Yeah, not difficult.
Not difficult. Well, let's see. Luck. That's a 9 for that luck roll.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that there is a fence here, but as you look around and you realize, okay, there's a fence we can move through. One of the men turn and they see you in the alleyway and start making their way towards you.
I said no!
Okay. I'm gonna get in between. Because I know Michael's not really going to be inclined towards fighting, so I am going to get in between everybody else and the guys. And I'm going to... No, I'm not even going to pretend. I'm gonna just... You two can stop right there. What kind of weapons do I have?
A pointy stick.
Yeah, you tell them.
I am going to take up a ready pose, a martial arts ready pose. Just
Okay.
And yeah, and I'm going to... Michael, get them out of here.
Heard, chef. I really like the bear. I'm sorry. It's my own thing.
It's a good show. And yeah, I'm going to tell these guys, you're not going any further.
Do you have a stun gun? I used a stun gun on one of them. It seemed to help.
Interesting.
But it's got to recharge, so I can't use it again.
I have a heavy flashlight.
Classic.
Wait, are you going to throw it at
So
them?
you're not going to let us go any further.
That's right. I know what you are.
Is that... You're from the incident, aren't you?
I'm gonna grin. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, this is going to be fun. And one of them takes out a gun to try and shoot you.
I'm going to...
An appropriate reaction.
Yeah.
I like you make this kung fu pose. You're like, whoa.
And they're like,
you're not going any further. And then they just Indiana Jones just...
Really? You only have a flashlight?
I'm gonna try to close the distance between me and the one who's pulled the gun, and I guess... Oh god, it's gonna be rough. I guess probably either kick some ass or protect somebody. I'm gonna try to basically get control of the hand which has the gun and try to disarm them.
Okay. I'm going to say that this is going to be an act under pressure. And if you get a mixed success, you will probably still take some harm.
Okay. Oh, fuck me. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
That's a 3.
Wow. Okay, on a
actually,
3...
you know what? I'm gonna use luck. I do not want to take harm on this.
That's a good move here.
Yeah.
Uh,
Normally, I'm totally down for whatever bad things happen.
Thank you for the luck.
Yes.
Luck.
Saving our asses.
Yeah.
Woo!
So, how describe for me what it looks like as this person pulls a gun and you close the gap.
See, so I'm going. What it looks like is I rush up as I see the hand start moving. My arm is going to come up a block, upward block across, and as my arm slides down and meets at their wrist, I'm going to grab onto their wrist and try to and try to bend them try to bend them over in such a way that I have control of their whole arm and the gun, and using and basically get their head down. As long as you control the head, you control the rest of the body. So I'm going to grab them and try to manipulate him down. And let's see. With the martial arts training, that is one harm hand innocuous to the guy. So probably get like a good knee into the sternum as well.
Okay.
And when I get him winded and he inevitably loosens his grip on the gun, I'm going to pull the gun out, and keeping a hold on him, I'm going to point the gun at the other guy and shoot him in the leg.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think
one
we
Yeah.
move. It happens.
I think we can take all of those on a luck point.
Sure. Yeah.
A gunshot rings out in this alleyway, and you hear a man go ah. Cripples down to one leg, down on a knee. And he's afraid of reacting, but he looks at you, and you just see the fire burning in his eyes, and he says, "We know that you're here now. You're not going to survive this one."
Well, neither are you.
We'll see. As all of this is happening, B and Michael and Rick, what are you guys all trying to do?
If you will please, any gestures towards the fence, climb over it. Rick, I'm sure you can do that, no problem. B, would you like a boost?
Yes, please. I'm pretty short. And I just ran.
It's okay, I understand.
Do?
And if yes, I understand. I understand what it's like to be short.
Oh, okay. Puppies.
So, yeah, no, I'm ready to help out, like mechanically.
Yeah, okay. So I think Rick can get over this no problem. Sero, let's get an act under pressure for B here.
All I keep running, rolling is act under pressure.
Hey man,
Act under
if
pressure.
you keep on running, it's act under pressure. Like
True.
that's the buffet of the day.
I got an 8.
All right, yeah, on an 8. On an 8
I'm
you're
gonna roll help
getting
out
over. Okay.
because I took
Yes.
assistant as my
You get
assistant
+2 on
function.
those things,
Nice.
which is huge.
Yep.
Whereas I took the power of heart where I automatically help out.
That's good.
If you put
That's a
those
good
two
one.
together, you are unstoppable.
That's a build I have done many a times. But congratulations, I got an 11.
Ooh.
Excellent.
So, the way I think this looks is I go by the fence and I take a knee and put my hands like in the cradle, and then like as you step on it, like I probably throw in a surprising amount of oomph. Like you probably weren't
Ah!
expecting it.
3-point landing on the other side.
And you land on Rick's horns, impaled and dead.
Ah! No, we
Oh,
rolled high enough. We rolled high
Fully dead.
enough.
Traumatizing poor Rick.
No, it's the serrated snake moose.
It's fucked up.
I think wherever you land, Michael will give you a thumbs up, being like, "You look really cool doing that. You did."
Thanks. I've never been flung before.
Hey, can you all do me a favor? Find like a fire escape and get to the top of a building, because I
Um,
think Rick will be safe up there from being seen by other people.
right. Cool. People are not accidentally taking LSD. No, I haven't taken LSD. That's right. We've determined that already. I didn't accidentally take acid or whatever it was. No, this is all real.
This is all very real.
It is very real. I need you to be on top of this. We can freak out together later. I
Okay.
will help you through that process. But
Um,
right now, I have to save William from getting killed.
Michael,
Yes,
thanks for the M&Ms.
of course, pal. And just double thumbs up. And then I will
Bye.
go casually straight up to William, like to the William fight scene.
Wonderful. Yeah. B and Rick, you guys are able to like move through the alley and get to the top of a building from a fire escape, where you can start to decompress slightly. Michael and William, uh, Michael, you walk up as they are telling William that he will not survive.
I beg to differ.
So, what do you think we should do with him, Mike?
I mean, the casual tie them to a chair for 3 days seems to work really well.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Let's I've still got the one. I think like I've got holding him by the arm and the back of the neck basically and just kind of like walking him around. Um I mean, like, do you want to take care of the one with the bleeding leg? Let's get him away from the road before any pedestrians see.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Let's
I want to scoop him up into my arms.
Hmm. Okay. He's going to want to struggle against this.
Okay. Do you want me to know limits? Is that too much?
Uh, I feel like if you have no limits, there's no like. I feel like we're overcomplicating things by adding rules to these things, right?
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
I think you are able to hold him well, as you try and transport them. What are you guys going to do with them? Are you going to take them up to a fire? Like, are you going to take them up with you? Where are you putting them?
Oh, that is a good question. We don't really have a place to store them for 3 days. And we
I
know
think
where they came from.
you hear they hear you talking about like 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, and both of them are going to just start screaming.
Oh shit. I'm gonna pistol whip the the one I've got a hold of. Knock
Okay,
him out.
I'll take that. We'll make that free. That's not a roll.
Okay. All right. And
The other one that had like an injured leg is still screaming.
Yeah. Mike?
You should stop screaming. You should stop screaming. You should stop screaming.
I'll pistol whip
It
that one
just
too.
starts yelling like "fuck you!" like help.
Pistol whip him too. Just take them both out. All right, let's. Can you carry them both, Mike?
Yes.
All right.
And
Let's.
I will just throw them on either shoulder.
All right. Let's find some place to keep them. You sent B and Rick to someplace safe, right?
I told them to go up a fire escape. I figure it'd be less conspicuous that way.
May as well do that. I mean, if we leave them on top of a building for 3 days, then all those little slugs have to do when they come crawling out is just shrivel up and die in the sun.
Yeah, but I think they will wake up before 3 days are over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Shit. Okay. Still, let's get them out away from let's get them out and away from where people can see. I don't know what else to do right now.
Fair. Yeah, I think you guys move through and you are able to get on top of the building. You are united as you hear police sirens start to move through the streets coming towards this area. But for right now, you are relatively safe at the top of the building with 2 knocked out controllers and a Hork-Bajir. We return to the sun-drenched summer in Southern California, in Pasadena, on the rooftop of a building downtown where 5 humans and a large 9-foot-long lizard person is residing as police cars pull through the streets.
Well, probably kind of fucked us over by shooting the one, but he didn't really leave me much other choice. So,
I'll say it's self-defense.
I mean, yeah.
He did come at you with a gun, and then he got himself shot with his own gun.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the law isn't going to care about that distinction too terribly much, but I mean, at least you see it that way, so thank you, B.
It's not our
we should
fault we live in America.
We should perform first aid on him, though. He is losing a lot of blood.
Yeah, and it's not fair to let him die when it's just the thing in his head we want.
His brain?
No, not his brain. Something attached to his brain.
His brain stem?
It's a parasitical creature known as the Yerks. They're an alien species that appear like slugs to humans.
Yeah.
They enter through the ear canal and get to your brain, and then they stretch themselves out, and they take entire control over a person's autonomy.
So they're slug people. So like that Star Trek movie where Khan put those things in people's ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much like that. Only so much worse, because this is real.
Fun fact, I was actually a consulting writer on that. I didn't get credited, but...
You trying to warn us?
I've written a lot of Star Trek episodes.
Man, you must be old.
I mean, fun fact, I was also there whenever they were putting the pyramids up.
And we're Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've probably got some questions. The uh I'd say do any of us have a first aid move that we could use? I don't think.
The game has a basic one, and then there's like moves that do more advanced.
Okay.
What is like your skin routine? Because if you're that old, you're looking pretty good for.
Holographic projector.
Uh,
You know what? Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
what
I
about that first
unfortunate
aid? I've got some glue.
I
super
mean,
glue.
I'm sure we could borrow one of their belts.
Yeah.
I've got glue. Is that what you said? I've got glue for this person's
Yeah, glue
gunshot
the
wound.
wound shut. It's a super glue. They
Yeah,
do that.
yeah, that's actually what medical bandages are. Like medical liquid bandages is just super glue. I think so. Look, I'm not a medical expert, but every carpenter that I've known has said that, quote, hospitals are fucking you. It's just super glue.
It's just that's so funny.
I think maybe that's what super glue was been originally made for, wasn't it? You know, one of those war things.
I believe
I'd
so,
buy
yes.
that.
I've
Yeah.
heard the story. I've heard the story.
Well, you learn something new every day.
But I mean, do you think the bullet came out, or is it still in there?
It's
Yeah,
probably still in there, but you don't want to remove a bullet.
No, I know.
Usually, sometimes it may cauterize on an artery, and then, like, if you remove it, it'll remove that blockage. So you definitely want to keep the bullet in
Oh,
there.
but I mean, we could glue the artery too, right?
In a sterile environment, yes, but
I mean, he's a bit of a dick, so I don't really care about him at this point. But I do
well,
well,
have
to be
glue
that's
if you
fair,
needed.
he's not the dick. It's the yerk in his brain. That's the dick.
Oh, you're right. The
Um,
slag. Sorry, my bad. Why don't
yeah,
you just
the
cut his
slugs.
head off then, and take his head?
Well, because there's still a person in there.
So if you take the slag out, he'll be fine.
yeah.
Yes, if we remove the slug, he'll be fine, but if we remove his head, then we've just killed a person.
Yeah, no, I get that. Now I feel bad that I only have super glue for that injury where you shot him, or he's a completely innocent person that's been controlled by an evil slug. How do we get the slug out? Do we like tempt it with M&Ms or something?
Oh no, you just wait.
You see,
It's a
they
very
have to.
painful process.
Yes, they have to recharge um, once every 3 days in something called a yerk pool. They typically hide them underground, underneath large buildings, much like the one for the gathering down there that these two came out of. And and when they do go down there, um, the humans, who are called controllers, are held captive, kept in cages, and held while the Yerks swim around in this pool, which is full of some kind of liquid which regenerates them, refuels them. They swim around for a few hours and then they crawl back into their chosen human's brain and continue to pilot them around. But
Okay, I have a
if
question.
we
Why do they call the humans the controllers when they're the ones being controlled?
that's it's just the term they have for whoever is being controlled uh by a Yerk. Rick here was a Hork-Bajir controller. That's what his race is called. They're Hork-Bajir. He was a Hork-Bajir controller. These humans are human controllers. I don't know. Do you think it refers more to the Yerks themselves controlling them, that they're the controllers, or
Yes.
yes? So that's
Maybe
more what
they
it
don't
is.
understand what that word really means.
Oh
That
no,
word doesn't mean
they're
what they
complete.
think it means.
They're completely aware. They know what they're doing is wrong, and they don't care. because the alternative for them is living a very sad life that is robbed of all sensations.
So the easiest way to kill a Yeerk is to keep its controller away from a Yeerk pool for 3 days. And then when the Yeerk comes out, squish it. It's just a defenseless slug.
So we've just got to sit on this guy who's bleeding for 3 days and wait for a slushy to come out.
Hopefully less, but yes.
True, because he might be 2 days in already.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, this whole thing sounds like, on the one hand, they've got to go underground and it's making it sound like Dracula, but on the other hand, there's more Star Trek stuff, like the symbiotes for the what are they called? Fucking I can't remember, the ones with the spots, and they go into a pool. Bee's
Yeah,
also sitting there drinking from her thermos. I don't know where she produced it from, but she's a hoarder. It's there somewhere.
What do we need to roll for first aid?
Do you not have the first aid move?
No, but I know the book has an option for doing first aid.
I want to say that it is a tough roll. Let me check that to be 100%.
Do a medicine
That's-
roll.
Is that professional? I can never
Medicine's
remember if
first aid.
that is a professional move or
It's
if
a
it is
professional move.
Yeah, it's professional. We all know the playbook. We just don't know the stat.
It's Maya's favorite playbook.
It was my favorite playbook, but I think it's been replaced. I really like the gumshoe.
We do also generally have for recovery for hunters when they take harm, 1 to 3 harm wounds improve when you receive first aid and later when you rest. Heal 1 when you do. Unstable wounds require first aid to become stable. 4+ wounds require a healing move. Time in an infirmary or a hospital or magical healing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would apply necessarily to someone who's technically a monster.
I'm going to say that this is an act under pressure roll.
All right. Do you want to do it, Ray?
I can do it. I have a +1.
Good. I have a -1.
Ah, yeah. Then I should probably do it. That is an 8.
Okay. You are going to stabilize this wound so they are not hurting anymore. And I think that the issue that you run into from this mixed success is that you stabilize the wound, but this controller wakes up.
As I pull his belt really tight around his thigh. Because that's where he got shot, right in the leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Hi, you're being rescued. Please do not scream.
Did the slug come out?
You'd know.
How big is it?
1 to 3 inches.
Oh, not impressive.
I was about to say,
you
or if
know-
you're a man, it's 8 inches.
And I had the same thought.
doesn't-
I was like,
as long as you know how to use it, right?
I guess there's not much give in an ear canal, though, right?
They actually emit a ultrasonic sound that relaxes the muscles around the ear canal, and it opens it up so they can get in.
Huh.
It's very fun doing a one shot where someone else knows the lore, and so I'm like, yeah, man, I can just I,
Sit
I can
back.
fucking just sit back. let,
I
let them
I
handle this.
I wasn't gonna correct you earlier, but the substance they absorb while inside the Yerk bowls is known as the Chondrona rays.
Yep.
It's been a minute since I've read the books, so
It has
I
too,
know
but like
nothing.
for some reason that's what's stuck in my head. I don't know math that good, but Chondrona
who needs math?
rays, that it's pronounced Che and not Chi, like it's spelled.
Yeah. So, this controller is here. Rick is here. We have another one that's knocked out. And the controller goes, "Give me a reason.
A reason
Yeah.
for what?
Give me a reason to not scream right now and make all of the Empire come at you."
If you don't scream, let's see. Give me a second while I think of this.
This is when you usually threaten them with their lives, right?
Hey Jason,
Yeah.
can I change my holographic projection to look exactly like him?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to change it to look like him, and then I want to say in his voice, because I'll scream and delight.
They aren't here.
Are you sure about that? Are you willing to gamble your life for that?
Okay. Fair. So what are you going to do now?
I figured a repeat performance of what I'm known for.
She'll shoot you in the other leg. I mean, he'll shoot you in the other leg.
Nah. I mean, I could do that, but I think he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
What do you want here? What are you doing in Pasadena? Beyond the obvious.
Setting up systems of power. That's the mission. There are 2 or 3 other groups that have touched down. We're the first ones here. Setting up a new system of power so it doesn't go the way it did last time.
Mm. Hmm. Well, you know I can't let that happen. So, why don't you tell us how long you've got until you have to go back in?
I last fed a day ago.
All right.
Is this the truth?
It is.
Okay. For the viewers, I have the move Suspicious Mind. So if someone tells a lie, I can know it.
Nice.
So I want to give my William just a small nod whenever he says that.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
What you want to go inside and sabotage the pool.
Yeah.
I want to not die.
Here's the thing. I know what your people do. Why should I let you live? None of
Because I
you
can
come
help
to
you
this.
get into the pool.
You also said that the body is innocent. It's the sluggy that's evil.
I think at this point, like, Rick has been paying attention and says, I can help you get back into the pool if that's what you really want. We should kill him. I love the look of realization that I just saw on Ray's face. Ray,
Yeah,
I saw the gears turn, and I'm like, Ray had an idea.
I do not like the idea of killing them, but we could also. You've seen Star Wars, right? Chewbacca Death Star.
Yeah. Chewbacca Death Star.
I say, still looking like this wounded controller.
Oh, are you going to go in undercover as him?
Yeah,
Ah. Do you think chlorine would work on this pool?
Maybe. It couldn't hurt. I'm not sure we'll be able to find enough chlorine to do enough damage in enough time.
I will.
chlorine tablets.
This is a stupid bit from the actual series, and so I want to know how much experience after the first encounter did William have with Yerks? Did you have any other opportunities to interact with them?
I know exactly where you're going with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I think William has had quite a bit of experience since then, because once he was made aware, um and he was an inquisitive child. So I think for roughly the past 20 years he's pretty much been just on top of Yeerk activity and trying to stay aware and trying to stay ahead of things, which is why he's been pulling a supernatural now, driving around the country looking for more.
Okay. Uh, I'm trying to figure out how you would know this. Roll and
Probably.
investigate a mystery for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say investigate. What can hurt it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna use luck.
Okay. So you have 2 hold.
What did you roll?
Oh. Well, 4, 5. Oh, that was a 7.
It's not like we could help, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
What's his memories, right?
Well, yeah, but I could have been there for that memory.
I guess.
Let's see. So yeah, I do think definitely what can hurt it.
Okay. I think you remember when you're talking about chlorine tablets and like infecting the pool and things like that. And I think you remember one time in particular you found a stray. They had been able to keep access to the Kendrona, but they had started to kind of assimilate into society. And at a breakfast bar one day, you see this person starting to just fully lose it and talk about the slug in their head. And then they ran out of the restaurant, and you went and tracked them down later, but as you were moving by their table, you saw what they were eating, and they had a bowl of oatmeal.
Oatmeal's the weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So you say that as a bit, that's an entirely real thing.
Yeah, the Animorphs destroyed a Chondrona, like the source of the rays, and so to survive, the Yerks had to get creative, and they found out oatmeal works just fine for Chondrona. Like it's a good substitute, except it drives them insane.
Yeah, it's like crack.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Okay.
showing up.
This book is so this book series is so fucking wild. It's
It
great. I
is.
love it.
I mean, so you're saying we could go buy a big tower of Quaker oats and just dump them into the
Hey man,
pool? I mean, okay.
you have an additional hold here.
I do.
Yes, B.
Did B have like a whole lot of Quaker oats in the boot of a car?
I don't know. Do you?
Good.
Do you
I got
have
preparedness.
preparedness? You have preparedness,
Mm.
or you have weirdness, just in general.
I have preparedness.
Yeah, if you have
That's
preparedness,
awesome.
you can roll preparedness to have a
God,
fucking
I mean,
44
Please.
liter.
Oh my
or
god.
I can have access to it. Not that it's in my car because I don't know what's up with the Prius at the moment. But
I mean, it,
You
it
did
would
just
make total sense
I rolled
for
a
you too.
6. Someone help me out, or I'll use luck. Fuck it, I'll
I
use
don't know.
luck. I've got
I was
4.
gonna say I don't know how I could justify helping you out with this.
Yeah.
Too
I'm
late. I
not
used
sure
luck.
either.
I used luck.
Okay,
Alright.
so on a
No,
full
roll the
success on
oats
preparedness,
out.
what does it say?
For preparedness, on a 10 plus, you have it here right now. Fuck.
On a 10 plus, you reach into your backpack that you've been carrying with you the whole time, uh, and you have a 44-liter box of Quaker Oats.
Or we could just look down the fire escape and there's a sign for the building that says oats.
Yeah, we're at a Quaker Oats factory this whole time.
Yeah, across the street
Yeah.
from in downtown Pasadena, famously the Quaker Oats factory. Uh,
Or a boutique store.
yeah, the Quaker Oats boutique. They also have fresh blueberries.
Mhm.
Nobody goes for the blueberries. Or no,
I'm doing
Oh,
it.
everybody would go for the blueberries. Nobody goes
yeah,
for the
I was
oatmeal.
gonna say. I'll just point over the road and I'll be like, there's some oats next door.
There's some oats.
Yeah. If you verbalize the need for oats, that is.
They appear.
I
So
yeah, I'll point out. Yeah, I mean, oatmeal We can. All right, if you want to live, I say to the controller with the injured leg, we got oatmeal for you, but we could just as easily toss it in the pool for the rest of your friends.
They say oats are gluten-free, but they kind of really aren't. So if you're gluten intolerant or celiac, this is a bad idea. Maybe they are gluten intolerant and celiac slugs.
Probably.
Would the slug then shoot itself, which causes issues in the human controller?
An interesting question.
I think that's what
Ugh.
happened.
The
They don't cover that in the book.
yeah, the
This is all in
controller,
character.
the controller's like, ugh. And then says, I don't want that. If you help me, I will help you get to the pool. If you would help me find the visitors Catrona Catrola? Catrona Ray. They have a personal generator that they keep with them that could keep me alive. If you'll help me get that and get out, I'll help you find the pool.
There's a Visser here? And I look to Michael, like looking for confirmation. Like, is he lying?
Is he lying?
He's not lying.
Michael gives a his face looks normal, but internally he's surprised, and he gives a nod.
Okay. All right. I'm going to turn to everybody else and pull them aside. Be like, okay, we're gonna discuss this. All right.
Group huddle.
Group huddle,
Oh, be
including
careful
Rick.
that Rick's serrated. Don't huddle him too close.
Yeah, you gotta be careful
Sorry,
with
Rick.
I don't know you.
No. And I'm not going to ask you to be our pretend captive to go in there, not after everything you went through to get out. But we've got an opportunity to hamstring, if not outright kill, a Visser. And that all that means for you is this has just gotten a lot more dangerous. You can still walk away from this. You can still walk away, you can still try to have a normal life. You might have to leave Pasadena, but I mean, honestly, like, you'd probably be better off leaving anyway. But you can still walk away from this.
But if you come with us, there's a chance we could save the other Hork Badger that are there. Bajir, that are there. If I could do the same thing for them that I did for you, we could potentially gain a lot of allies. And in turn, your freedom. Their freedom.
Okay. If you can help turn off the signal, that will help us greatly.
That's our goal.
Then I will be on team turn-off signal.
Okay. I'll
Are
be
you
on
going
team.
to-
I'll be on team. Find the Visser's Cadrona.
So you're taking that with you? I don't trust it. In the second that it can move away from us and do something that would benefit it, it will.
The thing of the matter is, Yerks are all about ambition, in my experience. And if we remove a Visser and the countless others, there is potential for this one to move up. So, I think we could trust its nature to work in our favor.
And what about this one? And Rick like turns its head to B and looks B over.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, he told us to run up the fire escape.
And you did so admirably.
No, I know.
and
I had to
now
jump. What?
Why are you still here?
Because his friends may have stolen my keys for my car. So I want my car back. My Prius. My ship.
I think Rick just like snorts, like, and turns its head away.
Was that the right answer? Also, I have a gun. Just hold it
speaking
up.
I'm gonna defeat the Mercs with the power of friendship and this gun that I
This gun
found.
I found.
Hey, when you drive at the Uber, you gotta be prepared. Sometimes
yeah,
the stun
especially
gun's
in America.
enough. Other times you've got to threaten them with more serious means.
It's
Very
true.
persuasive.
Speaking of guns, do I officially have a gun in my inventory now? Because I took it off the one guy.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Sure. Sweet.
Same stats as a 9mm, which I think is 2 harm close loud.
I think
If
so,
I'm
yeah.
remembering correctly.
A 9mm.
Okay.
I've got a small handgun, 2 harm, close, loud reload.
Okay.
Piddler. Yeah, I'm in America. This is B. I use
Yeah.
guns to be persuasive.
As all Americans do. It's
Yeah.
part of their cultural language.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're born and you're immediately given a gun rattle,
It's so
right?
bad.
It's like your zodiac sign or your birthstone. Everybody judges you by what gun you get when
By
you're
what
born.
kind of handgun you own and carry with
Exactly.
I'm sure this is against Twitch's terms of service. I'm sorry.
what
Don't just be-
satire, political
Oh, yeah,
commentary.
yeah. Everyone cover your nipples. I love how the guys
And
were
the
the
side
quickest.
nipples.
Excellent.
I mean, we need to get in there. I'm not letting that Yerk pool go undamaged. So if you don't mind, if you don't mind, if you want to go with, you can. If you don't, I pull out my wallet. I'll be like, here, I'll pay for that oatmeal if you need, just so you don't lose the money on it. But
Cool. Real cash.
yeah,
Not Uber
yeah.
bucks. Got it. Yep. We'll go and get the oatmeal now if you want. How much do you need? 44 pounds or whatever it was. Pound American weight units. 44 American weight units.
Yeah, you have you fully have the the oatmeal. You're fine on that. I'm just trying to let's make a plan here.
Yes.
How do you want to approach this situation? There are police in the streets, and there are some people who have gathered around the gathering, and you do not know how many people are inside, and you don't know the layout of the building.
Well, as far as the layout of the building goes, I might be able to address that.
I think Rick will speak up and say, "You're right. The Yerk pool is on the bottom floor. There's a sub basement, and it seemed like there was a lot of materials on the floor right above it. I had to go up 2 floors to be able to get out." And the Yerk will introduce himself. I'm SM461. And all of that is correct. We have a sub basement for the pool, and then I think that our materials, I think the Visser's office is on the first basement floor.
Okay.
What
I
about a
mean, look-
dumpster fire as a distraction to get the,
I
police
like
away?
that. I think for pacing's sake, we're going to Ocean's 11 this. What you say is happening, or what you say you want to happen, we are going to cut the screen. That is a scene that is playing out right now as you are planning it.
Okay. So as we see the Yerk pool in frame, and we hear the screaming of people as they drop their Yerks into the pool, and they're being pulled away by controllers, a loud smash as a tank drives through and just fires. I'm kidding.
Through the basement?
Just through the basement, yeah.
It's been tunneling. It's tunneling because of the gunfire. It's been shooting.
Exactly,
Oh,
yeah,
he
that's how
didn't
that works.
Around.
How do I
Yeah.
how do I non-lethally use a tank?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's address the first hurdle here. How are you going to enter the building? You have Rick here who can help you, and then you also has Ray has a tank. Everybody drink. You have Rick here who can help you as far as sneaking goes, and you have SM461 who can help you as far as front facing moving through goes. So it just kind of depends on how you want to handle it.
I ran out.
Hydrate.
I ran
I
out.
just did.
I-
I
There's
literally
one
just
drip
did.
left.
I mean, I did when Laura said, but I'll drink again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I need to drink again? I'll drink again.
More water can never hurt. I feel like the best option for getting in would be to
Maybe it's
use
to read a bad situation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's that's
that
the
move that
thing.
we have.
that. There is a move. Yeah.
That move we have.
Who wants to?
That's sharp. I have a -1, which
Yeah.
is hilarious
Ah.
because
All right.
I have a 0 for sharp.
Sweet. I got
But-
a +2. Let's do it.
But what could go wrong? I could use
Sero
that.
has a
That's a
-1.
valid option. So River,
dubs.
let's see that read a bad situation, and B, what could go wrong could be incredibly helpful for you here.
Incredibly bad, but I have lots of luck left.
That's a 10.
Okay, 10. On
Hell
that,
yeah,
you
full
have
success.
3. You have 3 holds on read a bad situation.
Yes. All right.
Is that best way in?
Yeah.
And we're going to count this read a bad situation as like the full act of infiltration here, and gathering information once you are inside, because not
Okay.
like you can't answer all of these questions from outside of the building.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'm gonna go with what's my best way in, what's my best way out,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the best way to protect the victims? The victims being us.
Oh, I was going to say the Hork Badger, because then we could find out where the signal button is.
Mm. Okay, yeah, that as well. I figure anytime we're dealing with Yerks, the potential to become a victim, even if you are trying to do something about it, is always present. So,
True.
Maybe
but then
for
again,
you.
that is, yeah.
Some of us are robots.
Yeah,
Some of us
some of us don't. Some of us are brainless.
can't
Mm.
control them.
You can't stop me, Yerks. I don't have a brain.
So best way in. I think you consult with Rick on this one. And Rick tells you about there being a cellar door at the back of the building that is used in combination with like the on off ramps and things like that for larger deliveries and things to the building. They have kind of like a docking bay in the back that connects down into the basements.
Okay. All right.
Whereas for um to in an attempt to like make himself seem useful, 461 is going to mention to B like, we were trying to bring you in earlier. If you come in with me through the front door, we'll have more attention on us, and it will make it easier for your friends to get inside.
Oh, I mean, I guess that could work. How do we explain about your injury?
I
Shot yourself?
There was a misfire. It happens all the
Right.
time.
Yep, I hear a lot of guys say that quite often, yes.
Okay.
My partner got separated from me while we were looking for you, and I found you first.
Ooh, hold on. And I want to change my holographic projection to look like his partner.
Or
Ah.
not.
It was
Oh.
my gun. I'm sorry. It won't happen again, I promise.
Anton O'Toole is suddenly here
Yeah, in this universe.
in this universe. No, I'm not gonna put that on Anton.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we love Anton.
Although, let's be honest, if anybody would join the gathering because he's sad and alone, it would be Anton.
No. Okay, so
Aw.
I think that's what we see happening right now. We see like a split screen diagonally in the top left. We see William Banger and Rick kind of going around and skulking through the bushes, having made their way through back streets and alleys uh, to the backside of the gathering building and starting to move in. And they are able to get into the building from this back docking bay. And at the same time, in the bottom right, we see SM461 with the Che, who looks like his partner now, and B in between them, walking into the front door of the building. And SM461 like reports to the people who are there and say, Oh, don't worry. It was just a misfire. Uh, someone's gun went off and the body is fine. I'll just need to rest a little bit, but we should take this one down to the pool. And so we are starting to move through. So Michael and B in 461, you guys enter the first basement and start making your way down. What do you guys want to do? And this is a thing to establish up front. Who has the oatmeal?
Probably William, I would guess.
William?
Yeah.
So it's at the side door. We have to lead him in.
Yeah. William and Rick were able to enter independently.
Yes.
Okay. We're at the first sub basement where the Kendrona is.
Yep. The visitor's office is supposed to be on this floor where you can find the portable Kendrona.
William, did you want to go after that? Was that the plan?
Yeah, I think that was the plan.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the plan was I was gonna try to get to the pool and get the oats in there to fuck with it, and then try to find the Visser's office to if nothing else fuck up his personal supply of Kandrona. And if that also involves taking out one of the leaders of the movement, that would be awesome too, but mostly just going to try to get rid of his food source.
So we have that going on. So what Michael wanted to do was Michael wanted to try and find the Kendrona as well, and then also find a way to deactivate the collars that the Hork-Bajir are dealing with.
Yep.
Okay. So first, let's work with B and Michael. You guys are on the sub basement floor, and you are with 461. And 461 is starting to like lead you down and say, okay, somewhere around here is the visitor's office, and I think that's where the control for the Hork-Bajir are. And so if you guys want to find that, I'd say it's probably an investigative mystery roll.
Yep. That sounds good to me.
Is that sharp, is it?
Yeah. And for
Yeah.
going along with this, Sero, I think your what could go wrong is very much active here. You're willfully going into a very dangerous situation.
Does somebody want to roll sharp? And I can
I've got
help out.
0 sharp.
I've got -1 sharp.
I guess I can try. But I don't know anything what I'm looking at, so just bear that in mind. Investigate a mystery.
You're a mundane. You do things and things happen and you stumble onto what works out.
I rolled a 4. I think I will use luck.
Okay, you use luck.
All the questions.
Luck point achieved.
What is it being concealed here, maybe?
It doesn't give that list on this character sheet. That's interesting.
What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? What is being concealed here?
Okay, what is being concealed here is the one I usually always go for.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the typical fare for that. Like what's happening even. I think as
yeah.
you are moving down this hallway, you see a break into kind of a more industrial part of the building, uh, where there is like a metal wrought iron staircase that is going down into the sub basement, and you can see like through a window of the hallway the York pool below, and you see these Hork-Bajir marching around, walking humans up to this pool where they are like kneeling down and then tilting their heads, and you see a silver ooze, a slug, fall out of their head into the pool. And the moment that that slug disconnects from the ear canal, the humans start to thrash and cry and scream as they are picked up by these lizard creatures and pushed into cages.
Ah, and you wanted to do that to me?
It's what we do.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I think as you're moving through this hallway, you're able to stumble back from that window, and you find your back to a door and push it open, and it leads into a kind of control room with monitors that have been set up along all of the walls, multiple camera angles of the Yerk pool, and there is one person inside here who goes, "Huh? what what are you doing here? It's not your shift."
The visitor told us to come in and take over for you.
All
There's
three
a
of
sit.
you?
Yeah, there's a situation at the top.
Hmm. Do you have a dark negotiator?
I do not.
I'll make that a manipulate someone.
Okay,
I'll take it on that one. This person's not that suspicious of you yet, but it is getting there.
I was gonna say that's yeah. How does an 8 strike you?
Okay. Situation up top. What do you mean? I would have found out about something from here. What are you talking about?
It's an opportunity.
An opportunity for what?
Upward movement.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who should I go talk to?
I look to
It's him.
to
It's him.
461.
Oh, you should probably go talk to SM386. They would be more in the know about the subvisor position that seems to be opening up soon. And they would go, oh, oh, okay, I'll go find them. Thank you. And so this person stands up, walks out and up, and you are in this control room alone.
All right. I want to look for something that looks like the control to the Horkbad Bajir collars.
Okay. Uh, and what is B going to do while they are here?
I'm gonna go look for some buttons and maybe push them.
Oh God.
Deep breath.
What does
Deep
this button
breath.
do?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So, Michael, go ahead and roll investigate a mystery. You are trying to find information here.
Yep. I'm gonna spend a luck point on that because that is a 5.
Great. Yeah, with that luck point, you are able to find the control that will deactivate the signal to the collars.
Okay. Yeah, I want to turn off the signal, and then I want to smash the control.
Okay, yeah. The signal you see and you can hear, and William, you are entering the pool here, and you see all of those silver lights on the necks of the Hork-Bajir go out, and the collars start to fall to the ground off of them. And they are, understandably, many people are confused about this, because even though the collars are not there, they are still controllers. Uh, so before things start happening,
Mm-hmm.
uh, William, you are going to roll an act under pressure, to so you are in the area of the Yerk pool. What is it that you are going to try and do here?
Um, I'm going to try to behave the way I've seen the controllers who are like acting as like guards and keeping track of the humans who are not currently being controlled. Um, I'm going to try to behave like some of them and just get close enough to the pool to um, bend down to act like I'm inspecting and try to add the oats.
Okay. Act under pressure to not get caught doing this. And I think uh, Rick is going to give you a +1 to this because he's going to act like a guard alongside of you,
Awesome.
because that was what he was doing previously.
Okay. All right, that is a 7 with
Okay.
Rick's help.
God, yeah, Rick really came in clutch there.
Yeah.
You go up and you're going to deposit the oats in this pool. You are either going to get caught and whoops. Are Sarah, are we still streaming? Okay, everything's
Yep,
fine.
yep. It was
Okay.
just me dropped out. That's all.
Okay. Um you're going to deliver the oatmeal into this pool. You're also going to get caught.
Okay.
Your choice here is to take harm or fall into the pool.
I will take harm. I will take harm partially because I forgot this earlier as well. I have the move Strange Dangers.
Okay.
You are always watching for hazards. When you have no armor, you still count as having 1 armor.
Excellent. A lot of things happen very quickly here. The screen cuts and we see Michael press the controls to deactivate the collars for the Hork-Bajir guards. We see another controller pull out a Dracon beam as they see someone they're not familiar with lean down into the pool and start to put something in it. And they say, "But stop!" and fire a shot, a sickly yellow beam of light shoots out and grazes William's shoulder and hits you for 3 harm that is reduced to 2.
Oof.
And then B gets to
Can
touch
I see this on
a
a
bunch of
screen somewhere
buttons.
and press a button and use
Yep.
my what could go wrong to reduce someone's harm suffered by 1?
Ooh, okay. I like that.
That's really good.
That one.
As you are pressing buttons, you activate a machine that was nearby, like a crane arm that swings across and just barely moves, hits William and pushes him out of the way of the beam. So he still takes 2 harm that is reduced to 1 by being hit by the beam itself, or not by the beam, but being hit by the crane, but is not hit by the Dracon beam. And then in that moment, B is just pressing buttons, and oops, all of the lights in the lower basement floors go fully out, and people start screaming, and you hear someone say, "It's time!" And animals start appearing and screaming. And you hear the roar of a lion and a gorilla as the lights come back on in this room, and suddenly there are wild animals in this room that are making contact with Hork-Bajir controllers.
Did I do that? I was just pushing buttons.
I thought you said there weren't Andalites here.
I didn't know that there were. And you hear a deep and menacing voice screaming, "Andalite bandits!"
That's exactly what I heard.
Yep.
When I read it.
And moving into the room of the Yerk pool, you see what looks like a blue centaur who does not have a mouth. And they have a set of eyes here on their head, and then 2 stalks that go up and have another set of eyes that are looking around the room, and a wicked long tail that ends in a like spiked curve. And I can actually show you if it will focus. You see what other people would know as an Andalite.
Did you frame a cover of an Animorphs book to keep by your desk?
Why did that look like a
year,
tick?
for Valentine's Day, I got real into Animorphs. And so there's a podcast called Animorphing Time where they review all of the books, and it's very good and very fun. But that image was on their Twitter page, and it was captioned "The Only Blue Lives That Matter." And
You've just sold me on this podcast.
Yes.
Awesome. My wife printed out that image and framed it for me and gave it to me for Valentine's Day last year. And so I have it hanging on my wall.
That's true love right there.
Yeah. So shit's popping off. we're going to very quickly. So the payload has been deposited. There is oatmeal in the pool. It is spreading. The pool is starting to boil with activity of Yerks going buck wild. Uh, and then also there is a tiger and a gorilla and a hawk that have been not a hawk, a falcon. No, it's a
Red-tailed hawk.
red-tailed hawk. It's a red-tailed
Yeah.
hawk. A red-tailed hawk that is flying around, and you hear, "Ah!" and it is going for eyes in this room. So what are B and Michael and William going to do here?
Okay, so for Michael, I want to use my last hold from my investigative mystery, and I want to know where the portable Condrona is.
Yeah, I think that you are looking around this room and you see higher up in above the monitoring station a very like nice looking suitcase that you pull down, open up, and and you see this like machinery that is emanating some source of energy. And SM461 grabs that and says, "Thank you. You've gotten what you want."
And you've gotten what you want. So what's your next play?
Survive. And they take the suitcase and they run.
What do we do now? Are these animals things they on our side, or I mean, it looks like they're on our
Yes,
side.
they're fighting against the Yerks. They're definitely on our side.
Right. Should I push more buttons?
Yeah, what could go wrong?
What can go wrong?
Sure.
Actually, if you want to push more buttons, I think I should go save William.
Okay. Control Alt Delete.
That's not what those. You know what? Have fun.
I love that. Okay. You always need a man in the chair, man or woman or non-binary person in the chair to just be able to help out with these
Yeah.
things. Okay, so we're going to treat this as B is able to help out from the control room. So you'll be able to do a couple things here where you can move some machinery around in this room through controlling it, through both chaos and slowly intuiting how the system works. Um, and so you will be able to help out with things through the use of the machinery, or you'll be able to cause things to happen. And so you'll be able
Okay.
to jump in, and that's how you can like interact with these scenes
Okay.
very clearly. And if you have other ideas, toss them out.
Well, I
William,
automatically help out, so
yeah. Well, you're going to have to. You're still going to roll, but like that's the like actions that you can take, right?
well, no, because I got the power of heart. I automatically
Oh
help
my
out.
god, you do. Fuck.
That's awesome.
Oh no. William,
Yes.
you are down in the pits. You just saw a big blue looking motherfucker come out screaming, and he's starting to run at a tiger. As some Hork-Bajir guards are squaring up on you, and you see other like animals. You see a wolf is here, and then a bear just like out of the like from nowhere, from in between some crates, you see a bear come out and just start mauling things. What are you going to do here?
Should also add that the Andalite that is screaming is not doing it verbally, but mentally.
Yeah, everyone
Mm,
can hear it in their brains.
right. And just so I can recall, the the Andalite is with the animals that are attacking, yes?
No, they are
Or
fighting him. They are
they are
fighting the
fighting.
animals.
Oh, shit.
What's it like to be a regular human person when this shit pops off? Was the whole concept of the mystery.
Uh, yeah,
Why
yeah.
do you think we chose
Um,
Pasadena, California for this kind of
yeah. I mean, I think I feel like because William's been at this for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
So I feel like William would know an Andalite, if nothing else, if not by sight, then by description.
Yeah, you've heard the name before for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, and so I think I am definitely surprised to see one. Since it seems to be fighting against the animals and the animals are doing things, I'm trying to decide if I want to shoot into the Yerk pool, just like shooting fish in a barrel, or if I want to shoot at the Andalite.
It's too bad you don't have a Draken beam.
Yeah, I
Oil
just
the
have a
Yerk pool.
regular gun.
I mean, you can get one. Like
I
they're around.
That's true. That's true.
Like this is a full on this is a firefight at this
Yeah.
point.
Uh, hmm. Do you think I would have heard about the Yerk who got to be an Andalite controller? Do you
I
think
think
I
this
would have
is
heard?
fully new information to you.
Okay,
What you are seeing right now is what you know.
got it. I've got an Andalite fighting. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start shooting into the Yerk pool.
Okay.
I'm hell. Yeah, I think I'll try to find a I'll try to find one of the better guns and I'll just start firing into the pool.
Okay.
It's not enough to get them high as fuck. I am also going to kill them while they are high as fuck.
it, it's Yerk pool, like swimming pool.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Um
Have I
okay,
been
yeah, I
saying
mean
Yerk hole?
there is this is not a kick some ass roll. They have no means of harming you. So
Yeah.
you pick up the gun and you just start blasting.
Yeah.
In other
But
words, they have no means to defend themselves.
yep.
Yep.
Just want that to sit with you.
Fully yeah.
I feel no guilt shooting defenseless Yerks because they deserve it. I do, however, feel conflicted about killing anybody who is being controlled by a Yerk. If I can avoid it, I will try to.
Well,
That's fair.
figure it out, man. Because a controlled Hork-Bajir is barreling at you.
Oh.
Fully four legs coming to you currently. What are you going to do?
Uh.
And
Oh.
Michael and B step in anytime to
I
figure
was gonna say, can I protect
some
someone?
way. Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
there's
A
a
move
lot of
not often
chaos
seen a
going on in this
monster.
room.
A move not often seen a monster of the week. Oh, hey, guess what? That's a 12.
Wow.
Baller.
Yes.
I think protect someone is something that we as keepers need to bake into kind of what's going on more and bait our players into using.
Yeah, just need
I
to
think you got to
surround it
build
with
the
innocence.
relationships there to make them want
Yeah,
to protect each other.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Um, I want to hold the enemy back. I think that's the extra effect I want to pick.
Okay. Yeah, so I think you just physically place your body in between William and this uh this charging Hork-Bajir. How do you do that? Currently, you are on the second floor. William is on the like bottom floor here in this general area, and there's a Hork-Bajir going this way. So how do you go from here to here?
I think I'm gonna take advantage of the chaos and hope nobody's watching as I leap from the balcony down and get in front of this Hork-Bajir.
Baller.
And like if it like is coming down with its bladed arm, I just want to like put my arms up like this and block.
Yeah, I love that. You take a running like fucking Power Rangers like foot on the bar,
Yeah.
flip like front flip in the air, doing a twist to land, and then like bring your arms up to block this thing.
Awesome.
Thank you for hanging out.
Yeah.
B, what are you going to be doing as this chaos has ensued?
I want to find a way to get some electricity into the oatmeal pool.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hey man, we're playing the hits.
Yeah,
That's what
we
happened
are.
the last.
So
That's what
I
happened
want
the
to
last time I
shove.
ran this.
I
Yeah,
want to
this is
For
shove
sure.
a plugged-in computer or something into it with a
Hydrate.
crane.
Yeah.
hydrate or die straight.
Act under pressure is the meal of the day today, I think.
Okay. And I'm still holding from what could go wrong, so I've got a +2 to act under pressure.
Excellent.
Excellent. And it's a 12.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you do this to absolute perfection. I think you're able to find. Let's play the hits. You're able to find some work lights that they were using to work on their ships, and you use the crane arm that they've been using to like move supply chains back and forth and stuff like that to grab some of those lights and specifically the electric generators that they've been using to power it and toss it into the pool here. So we all see a big flash of light as all of this goes through, and that water that was previously boiling is now steaming and still.
Oh,
I just want to run this through because so these Yerks just went insane, started to boil, and then
Yep.
just got electrocuted.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Die, aliens!
Okay.
yeah.
Sometimes
Game
invading
over.
forces that are trying to actively control people don't deserve mercy.
Yeah. Warning, not only will this kill you, it will hurt at the entire time you're dying.
Yeah.
And you deserve it.
Okay. Yeah.
This is not a situation of like, oh, these people lived here and they had lives and homes and they were just minding their business. These are actively aggressive and invading forces. And sometimes people who are active invading and aggressive forces get called on their shit.
That's fair. Yeah.
We all know who I'm talking about.
Mhm.
I'm not pretending that I'm not being unclear about this message. We all know who I'm talking about.
I mean, the books were so subtle about the message.
Yeah, so subtle about the like clear cost of war.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We love our little child soldiers.
So love it.
The Animorphs,
Right.
not.
Interesting. Interesting
A real
statement that
child
you
soldier.
made here. Interesting thing that you just said.
The Animorph child soldiers, not real life
Yeah,
child soldiers.
for sure.
Of
There's
course.
a tiger who is just ripping things apart. William, you've see mission accomplished.
Hell yes.
You have the Dark Souls screen come up. Yerk's vanquished. Uh,
Nice.
what is the move here now? You see this blue centaur thing starting to use its tail to really do some damage to some of these other animals that are actively fighting here. And I think the burst of light happens, and you hear the blue creature curse and call for a retreat.
Oh. Shit. I mean, has
I
an
think
X.
I think to add to this, Rick has gone to many of his Hork-Bajir brethren and started to cut open their skulls to remove slugs.
That's hardcore. I love that.
Damn.
That is something they did in the books as well.
It's literally what happens in the books. Hey,
Yeah,
this is a
they
good series. It's wild. It's
Yes.
good.
yeah, like Tobias comes across some Hork-Bajir that are running away, and he's like, "How can you prove you're not controllers?" And one of them's like, "Oh, here," and just cuts open his head.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Do you see a slug in there?"
There's not.
They're so fucking metal.
Yeah. They heal very quickly.
Yep.
How do you think this guy got free?
Yeah. I mean, okay. All right. So we got Rick taking care of the Hork-Bajir controllers. I am loath to hurt a controller, but I think I am going to take aim at the Andalite controller.
Okay.
My intention is to stop him from, not necessarily to stop the retreat, but to stop him from joining the retreat.
That sounds to me like you want an advanced kick some ass. I don't
Yeah.
think that there's any situation where you put hands on this dude, metaphysically or otherwise, and he's
Yeah.
not coming for you. So
Yeah.
that's a kick some ass roll.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, come on. Come on, Susanna Dice. That's a 7.
That's 7.
That's a 7.
So it's not an advanced success, but you do trade harm. So
Mhm.
what weapon are you using?
I am using the laser gun, the advanced gun.
Okay. The Dracon Beam deals 4 harm.
Yes.
As that shot fires off, a searing pain goes through this creature's body, and it doesn't even turn its body to you. You see its eye stalks go and fully look at you and glare, and the tail whips across your chest.
Oof.
And you're going to take 4 harm.
Ouch. Okay.
Oh, God.
Well,
I
That
mean,
reduces
valid.
Okay.
by 1
so I
because
have
you have that armor.
because
So
I
that's
have the
3.
armor, and I also have prepared to defend. Whenever you suffer harm when you kick some ass or protect someone, you suffer 1 harm less.
Nice. So you only take 2. So you've
Only take 2.
taken 4 harm total, I think, this mystery.
Uh,
If I'm
I'm
remembering that
sitting.
correctly.
Well, because I got hit by that bike, but that was only 1 harm. So I had taken that off because when I saw the move, I was like, "Oh shit, I have 1 armor," so that didn't do anything
Yeah,
technically.
that's fine.
So I am sitting at 3 harm. I am right at the line before unstable.
Cool.
I do think that makes me kind of stumble back a bit. I'm also trying to establish some distance between me and that tail. And I don't know, Michael? Mike?
Yeah,
Little
Michael
help?
B, what's going on? What are y'all
Am I
what are y'all playing
still
with?
am I still entangled with the Hork Badger?
Yeah, you were wrestling a Hork-Bajir the last time we saw you. What do you want to do about that?
Um, hmm. Um, I want to use Jinx some ass.
Jinx some ass. Yeah, roll Jinx. It looks like you guys want to go at it.
Oh no. That is a 1 and a 2 on the dice. Plus
Oof.
2 makes for a 5.
You jinxed your own ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the experience from this. Um, on a miss, the keeper holds 2 over you to be used in the same way. You can spin the hold 1
Ooh.
for 1 to interfere with a hunter, giving them -1 forward. Help a hunter, giving them +1 forward by interfering with their enemy. Interfere with what a monster, minion, or bystander is trying to do. Inflict 1 harm on the target due to an accident. The target finds something you left for them, or the target lose something that you will soon find.
I think what happens here is the Hork-Bajir cannot overpower you
Mm-hmm.
because that's not how you work.
Mm-hmm.
But it does hit you in a particular way that your hologram deactivates. What do you look like when you have nothing hiding you?
I look like um, a terrier standing on 2 legs, like complete, like even like bent, like tiny dog feet, and like my actual hands are kind of small, and I have just like this metallic face.
All right, yeah. Uh, people in this room clock that. And as that is happening, I think the once again like the awareness, the fucking eye stalks. Uh, the Visser sees a Che that is here on Earth, and they take note of that, and they start to break away from the animals that they had been fighting, and as they move along, they're going to take a tail slash at you and try and hit you for 4 harm.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any armor, so I will take the 4 harm.
Oof, yeah. This tail fully lands into your body and rips some pieces of you away as he starts to retreat, and you see him start to shift and change into this foreign alien creature. He sprouts wings and loses his hooves and his torso, and his body shrinks down, and the eyes shrink down into himself. So he just has 4 eyes as a creature that looks kind of like a manta ray folds itself up and spins out and away from the building here, moving out and up into the rest of the building to leave. And B, what is the last thing that we do here?
The last thing that we do, I'm sure there's a self-destruct button.
Yeah, you can oops into a self-destruct sequence. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, oops. Oops.
You're just fucking around on the computer at that point, and you're like, oh, okay, that's fine. And you click a series of keys that's like a self-destruct sequence. Would you like to activate?
We went from Dee Dee to Doofenshmirtz.
Yes. Wait, do I know how long that I have in the countdown?
It is undisclosed.
Is what?
It is undisclosed.
I mean, surely they'd give themselves enough time to get escaped, right?
Yeah, man.
Yes, and don't call us
Okay.
Shirley.
Yes, surely. I click. Okay.
Self-destruct sequence activated. 59.
It went out. It went out. Now run.
Yeah, I'm.
And that comes over the speakers throughout the entire building, and people are freaking out and starting to just fully flee.
I'm gonna grab Michael, scoop him up, and get going.
You
Little running
probably
today.
couldn't scoop me up.
No,
No,
too
I'm
heavy.
very heavy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want
Michael,
to
you are
reactivate.
unstable, but you're still able to move.
I
You're
can't be unstable.
ambulatory. Oh, fuck. You're right.
Yeah. I'm going to reactivate my hologram and be back to my Michael form.
Okay.
And I'm going to look at William and say, I think it's time to go.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. You see the animals starting to break the cages that these people were in.
Oh shoot, that's a good idea.
Mm. Listen, I'm only made of flesh and blood.
You go. I'll
meet you outside.
Okay.
and I think Michael's going to go through and help assist them in breaking these chains.
Okay.
With a high, yeah.
And what is B going to do during this sequence? Just screaming and waiting for the explosion.
I just run it out. Away.
Okay, you
Yes,
run
go back
out.
up the stairs. Just
So for William and yes, so everyone's going to need to roll act under pressure here. On a success, you are out and you are cleared from the blast. On a mixed success, you are out, but you will take some harm. And on a failure, you are still within the building as it goes down.
With a +1 from Dixon, I've got a 10.
Okay, 10. Excellent.
I'm going to spin my last luck.
You're
Good
going to
call.
spend a luck point. Excellent.
I got an 8, but since we are at the end of this, I think I am also going to spend my last luck to make sure I get out unscathed as
Okay.
well.
So all of you get out unscathed. Good job, because that was a 10 harm move.
If I had been full health, I could have taken that.
Yeah.
Just want to
if you had
brag a little bit.
If you had been full health, you could have taken it. Dooming
I
yourselves to
still
get
got
out. Yeah.
luck
If this
left.
was a
I still
long running
got luck
campaign,
left.
that would have been interesting. I would say that interacting with the York Empire in this way is a method of dooming yourself.
Yeah.
So you all get out and you get clear of the explosion. And what I want to know, Ray was helping, and so was Rick. So I'm going to roll 4d6. 4d6 is the number of humans that were freed from this. And then there's going to be an additional 2d6 for the number of Hork-Bajir that were freed. It's a Rick roll. You're right. So first up, we have humans.
I like how the series kind of dropped a little bit with that. Thank you, Dixon.
That is 14. 14 people were able to get out and have their lives back.
Out of 24.
And 3 Hork-Bajir are out with Rick. So what happens next?
I think I would tell Rick and the others to head towards the nearest woods, probably that we saw driving in. But I do want to have a scene with William.
All right.
I think like once we've gotten free and clear, Michael's going to have kind of a serious expression on his face. And he says, William, you know you're a very dear friend. And I care about you a lot. And this mission is very important. I
Yeah.
think you should focus your energies on finding the Andalites, the animals that we're fighting. They're allies and they're going to need help. And I can't think of anybody better to give them help. Unfortunately, I can't go with you. My holographic projector cut out, and the presence of the Che has to be a secret, has been a secret. And now that it is out, I have to warn the others. Because now the Yerks will be looking for us. And while we are advanced, humans are impressive creatures. They went from being from a 12-second flight with a shoddy airplane to landing on their moon within 60 years. That is an incredible technological jump. And I think the right humans with our technology could make some terrifying discoveries, ones that would endanger this planet.
I understand. I hope we can meet again sometime in the future. It's been good to have a companion as I go on this mission. I can't say that I don't understand because I do, but I'm gonna miss you, bud.
We'll see each other again.
Yeah. I'll find those Andalites.
Also, you should probably check in on B.
Yeah. No, they saw her. They're gonna be looking for her, same as they're looking for me now, too. So.
She's also very handy with computers, it seems.
And a Prius silently pulls up in front of you, and the window opens.
The
Hey,
The
I
dented
found my
smoking.
keys. Let's get out of here, bitches. The cops are coming.
All right. I look to Michael. Until next time.
Until next time.
I give him a quick hug. You know, the man hug, the one-armed, pat
Yeah.
pat.
Michael will hug you with both arms tightly.
Yeah, I'll return it.
You hear the dull resonating thump of hitting like an oil barrel that's empty.
Is that your gun, or you just have no? I'm
Damn it, man! Don't make this harder than it already is.
Ooh.
Hey. Yeah, and I guess I'll hop in the car.
If you'll permit me, I have kind of a good exit scene, like a last scene.
Yeah, man.
For
I don't
Michael,
have
I
anything
think
planned here.
I think we have Michael like walking like down the road, so to speak, like kind of like Bruce Banner and the Hulk,
Yep.
and just this stray dog runs up to him and like barks, and he smiles and like gives the dog scritches. Says, "Hey, buddy, what's your name?" And then I think that's where we would leave that.
Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for playing. We've reached the end of our Animorphs alternate history mystery. Good job.
Mystery.
Yay!
Good.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you so
It's
much for
all
running
in
this,
your
Jason.
hands.
It's all in your heads.
Yeah. So I was Jason. I am the person who does things for Memester of the Week. And I also occasionally play on other shows and provide music for other shows. So yeah,
Yep.
thank you
Thanks,
for
Jason.
hanging out.
Thank you so much. And also thank you to Mr. Ray from $2
Yeah.
Creature Feature.
I don't do music for shows, but I do $2 Creature Feature and guest on a lot of shows.
Yeah. And also thank you very much to River for joining us. I
Thank you
think
for
we
having
popped
me.
your streaming cherry, did we? Or
I mean, I've streamed before, but I don't think
Oh.
I've streamed with like a group like this.
Mhm.
So
okay. Okay.
Oh, so we
You
popped your group
popped
cherry.
your group
yeah.
stream
I don't
cherry
like this.
then?
I'm just gonna say it. I don't like this. Well, and River is always fun. Like River, you are always a lot of fun to play with, and you always bring a lot of energy and a lot of interesting ideas to the table. And
thank you.
you can look out for at least the three of us, working more together in the future on other things.
Yes.
Ooh. Watch the
See,
Keep an
spaces.
eye. Yes. Keep an eye
Yeah.
on Ray and Jason's socials.
Yep.
Just
Awesome.
yes.
And that just leaves us to wave awkwardly while I find the bye-bye button.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I have big
Bye.
hands. I just noticed.
Yeah, I also have big hands.
I
Yeah.
don't. Only when
Big
they're
as
close
my
to the
face.
screen.
I've
Anyway,
heard that means
bye.
I have cancer. Bye.
What? Think so.